family.
Hey,
Hello,
girl. Hey.
hello. Hello,
Hey, girl.
Facebook. Hey,
Hey.
it's
I'm
another Wednesday. You
back.
are back. Yes, 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 yes. You just come from a nice cruise that you shared with us last night. I'll eat them burgers, all them burgers.
In
Look,
that ice cream. Oh God.
and that ice cream. Yes, you look rejuvenated. You're
I gained
glowing.
I gained 7 pounds.
Really, Lisa?
Yes,
Don't
Lord.
feel guilt. No guilt. You enjoyed yourself. Welcome, YouTube family. Me and Felisa, Janae, Deborah, and Felisa. We are back here for another Wednesday episode or podcast. If you are new to our channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe the Ladies Podcast. We are back at it, and we're talking about love tonight. All part of relationships, been in relationships. So we're talking about love, and the question tonight that we're going to try to unravel, and we are imploring you to please give your feedback, because as Lisa and I like to let everyone know, we're not therapists, counselors, preachers. We may be teachers. I think everyone has something to teach. And we just like to share, our experiences. And we like for you to share your experiences with us. We don't know everything. We're just trying to better understand this world that we all exist in and how to better navigate things. So you may have something or some insight that we may not be aware of that could help us, and vice versa. So tonight we're answering the question: are you settling? Unmasking the truth behind you deserve the love you accept. You deserve the love that you accept.
You got that right. Because if you don't, if that joker ain't doing what he's supposed to do, kick him to the curb, baby. People love to say, "Oh, I can do bad by myself," and I know we haven't even really jumped into the show, like cracked the surface of jumping into the show. I forgot to turn the air conditioner off. Let me tell you something, baby. You can do better by yourself. You do not need a man to define what type of woman that you are and could be, should be, need to be, and probably want to be. You don't have to deserve nothing less than a 10 coming from a man. If you are a woman, don't be out here looking for love. Let love find you, and I promise you, you can love yourself better.
Absolutely, I co-sign that. I co-sign that. And if we want to get into the root of this thing, I think it would be beneficial if we try to pull back the layers and understand, why are you accepting less than you deserve? Where did you learn that from? Where did you see that from?
I think somewhere I'm just gonna say me too, we as women. I think somewhere in the long line of that, Deborah, we fall weak somewhere. We fall vulnerable somewhere. Because guys say things that a lot of weak women like to hear, and especially when we as women, not all, but I'm just gonna say we as women, don't y'all come for me. Um, we as women, when we meet somebody, the new person, like we have talked about in the past, we have the tendencies to bring all that baggage and that hurt and that pain to a new relationship, because we don't want him to do us like he did. So,
Right.
and I think, how if a man say something that she like or we like, then
Mm-hmm.
we use that as love. But a lot of time it's not love that he's giving us. A lot of the new man, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of time, he just got enough information and he just waiting for his vulnerable moment that he can strike and use whatever vulnerability that you have shared with him on you. And that's
Mm-hmm.
not love, ladies. That is not love.
Absolutely. I 100%, 1,000% agree with Lisa, because as Lisa was sharing, we've talked about this before, how, you sometimes you don't realize you're in a toxic relationship,
Very.
and you're in one relationship. You come from one relationship into another where you have not healed. You're broken, and you got two broken individuals trying to heal each other. Makes it almost impossible. 9 times out of 10, you come out even more broken from when you came into this new relationship. And so last Wednesday, we had a guest on, a counselor and therapist, and she shared that what she shares with her clients, give yourself a break between your relationships.
Of
She
course.
said at a minimum 90 days, but she highly recommends 6 months. Now, Lisa, I'm gonna subscribe to that 6 months, as
I'm a
difficult
subscribe.
as it may be.
I'm a co-sign to that 6 months or maybe a year. Just time.
Yes,
Just time to yourself. Because when you're broken, bruised, and hurt, and then you go into another one just like that, you're taking all that excess baggage with you.
right,
And then you're gonna be expecting this certain thing from the new person that the old person didn't give you.
right.
And just as soon as the new person make it sound good and sell it to you, you fall weak for it.
Yep,
Then you right back in that you're accepting the love that you put yourself in a situation for. And it's
right.
not love. It's not love, Deborah. It's not love. It is not LOVE. Wait a minute, where my
It's
life?
not. It is disguised as something else, and that's what we're
It is.
trying to.
It is not love.
It is not love.
It's not
It's,
love. It's not love. I
it's
do it this
not.
way so people. It's yeah. It's not love. It's not.
And I think we lose along the way. Our judgment gets clouded on what love really looks like, what it feels like. And that's what we're trying to uncover. For those who may be just joining, we are trying to answer the question, trying to pull back the layers on, do you deserve the love that you accept? And so the first question we're going to dive into, Lisa, what does, if I can move my mouse up, what does the phrase, you deserve the love you accept, mean to you personally? And how has it influenced your relationships? What does that mean to you personally, Lisa?
Wait a minute. Let me read that again.
What does the phrase, you deserve the love you accept, mean to you personally? And how has it influenced your relationships?
Like I just said, what when we're meeting these people, these men, these women, when we're meeting these strangers, getting to know them, getting acquainted, liking them, kicking
Mm-hmm.
it with them, eventually fall in love, eventually move in, eventually get married, and all that stuff, start a family and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you accept from the door, if you don't stop it from the door,
Right.
whatever you're looking for. I was sharing with someone, a friend of mine's, earlier today, well, about 2 hours ago today, and I was telling him, what I expect from a man, how I feel like a man should treat me,
Mm-hmm.
um, the kind of feeling I want from a man. Now, I mean, I know we're gonna, if we're trying to get to know each other, I know we're gonna argue, fuss, disagree, agree. I know all that's coming. That's not what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But the first time I allow him to disrespect me, and he say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I won't do it again," whether that's hitting me, physical, mental, or verbal,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual, that's all the above. Okay, the first time I allow it, and
Mm-hmm.
then give in so easy, um, cry, go through the whole little spiel or whatever, and then when he become upset or angry or whatever, and if he do it again, and then I go through that same thing again. See, I am
Right.
allowing this
Right.
to be toxic towards me, because I hear people say all the time, "I ain't doing nothing to you. I ain't doing nothing to you. You doing that to yourself." And in a sense, we are.
We are. I
In a
agree with
sense,
you.
we are, because we are accepting what they call love, but it's not love. We are
Right.
accepting that because we
Right.
feel like we need a man, or
Right.
you know, well, if I stay with him a little while longer, he'll change. No, sweetie, he's not going to change.
No. No.
You
No.
What you got is what you got.
Right.
But if
Right.
you let him know from the jump that you ain't scared of him, he ain't gonna bully you. He's not gonna disrespect you. He's not gonna treat you like crap. You can hold your own. That you don't need nothing from him. Hey, when he see that you a strong woman of
Right.
whatever color, and a lot of times they'll flee, or they'll straighten up, or they'll say she ain't no fool.
Right. Right.
Because when men think that a woman need them, and how they treat us, a lot of women, especially the ones from the clubs,
Hmm.
that's love. That's not love.
It's not.
When a man
It's not.
treating you like that, that's not love. No, baby, I'm sorry. That's not. No, I ain't sorry. That's not love.
Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not. And I gotta say, Now, if you agree, 9 times out of 10, they probably don't even know what love is themselves.
No.
Like you were saying, they was, well, I'm not doing anything to you. The other side of that is they probably actually think they're showing you love because they have
But
learned that behavior from somewhere.
yes, whether it's street love, whether it's a thug love,
Mm-hmm.
um, you got so you got so much, Deborah. We can go on and on because you hear a lot of people say the streets love me better than my own family. I hear that a lot.
Oof,
I
that's
hear that a lot.
and I honestly don't. I don't. Well, I can't. I can't speak on it because I haven't. I don't know what that means. Street love. I don't know what that looks like.
Um, you know the world that we live in now.
Yeah.
I don't know how far I can go with this thing, but you got I don't even like gang members. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you go through the initiation process to jump in, and you're forever
Mm-hmm.
embedded in that loyalty and of that gang.
Okay. Okay.
That's their type of love.
So it's more loyalty than love for them
What they
because
call it street love.
they call it street love. They
They
call it street.
call it
So.
street love. That's my brother. That's my sister. Because you got female gangs as well as male gangs. But and they'll do things what they call love. To
Mm-hmm.
be a part of that association. You know.
Right.
Now you got people that's married and they have their kind of love, that genuine love, that ride or die love, like you're my husband, you're my wife. If you
Mm-hmm.
we're here for each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The street love is not really like that.
No. 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 And I
It's
have to
not really
think
like that.
that.
But they call it street love because
Right.
there are a lot of people out here that that's growing up without parents. They don't have
Yep.
no big mamas. They're raising
Yep.
themselves. So they
Yep.
turn to the streets. You got a lot of young people now that's on drugs, alcohol, and they doing any and everything because they're searching for love.
Right. Right. That's true. That is so true. And so, I mean, what it means to me personally, if I must, answering the question, I think is, like you said, you're in a relationship and the guy, whether he cheats on you, put his hands on you, lies to you, whatever the case may be, and you forgive him, and you think like you said, you thinking that, oh well, that was just a one time thing. He didn't mean anything by it. So you're gonna forgive him. You're gonna go on, and then he's gonna do it again. And so that pattern, that action of forgiving over and over and thinking next time he's gonna do better, he's gonna do right because he loves me, right? He don't want
Right,
me to leave him.
right.
So this is the last time. Look here, you better get it together, Mother Tucker. You better get it. You better get it together.
Did she say Mother Tucker?
Look, this is the last time we're gonna be on this merry-go-round. I'm leaving next time. I'm not coming back. He do it again. Guess what you do? 2 weeks later, you done
Same
blew your
thing.
steam off and you're back in the saddle with him. So it's
All around
learned
the world.
behavior.
All
You are
around the world. Same
programming him.
song. All
Yeah.
around the world. Same song.
Yes, you are programming him. You're telling him it is okay for him to treat you that way. So, in my opinion, yes, you deserve that type of love that you have now accepted into your life. And for you to think that after the third, fourth, fifth time that you done forgave this man for the same stuff, that all of a sudden he's gonna have an epiphany and say, "Oh, let me start treating her better." 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be eventually be a wrap for y'all. He's gonna go find somebody else who's gonna set the boundaries at the door. He's gonna end up loving that person the way they want to be loved, and sometimes they even marry him, Lisa.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to get finished, but you plugged it, and I was gonna add to that and say that a lot of
Yes.
times they'll have kids, 3, 4, 5 kids by these women, knowing these women want to be married to them. They've been together forever,
Yes.
and then they'll break up, leave her, and they'll go marry somebody else. They'll and don't even care. Won't even don't even they may say I'm sorry, but they're not sorry.
Right. Right.
You have taken just say 10 years of my life and we got 2 or 3 kids together and you've been telling me we're going to get married one day or eventually, and then I look up and now
Mhm.
we have broken up, and just like that you gone and marry somebody else.
Absolutely. I've
But
seen it
that's the
happen.
type of love that they call love that they've been accepting from this man, and you accept it from the door,
Right.
because I'm telling you, if a man loves a woman, like the song says, when a man love a woman, if that man loves that woman will know. He don't even have to tell her.
Don't have to
She would
tell them.
she would know.
Yes.
He
Yes.
would know. He wouldn't even have to
Yes.
say anything, but just come in the house or pull up in the yard or whatever. She would
Yeah,
know.
she would know.
She would know.
Absolutely. Hands down. I agree with you 100%. Hello. So we're going to take a little pause. Hello, hello, YouTube community. Hey, Miss Birch, thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are on the topic of love. You know, we kind of experiencing that whole relationship conversation thing now from the feedback we done received from the community, the feedback that we have provided. I think we got a good hands on what we want from relationships now. Okay, we're in a relationship. What does that love look like? What does that? Are you getting the love that you accept, or are you getting the love that you deserve? So, question is, are you settling? Are you teaching that man bad behavior by accepting his bad behavior over and over and over, and it's being disguised as love? Well, me and Lisa, we have shared our views on that. I think that you're absolutely going to get what you accept in your life, in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely going to get it, because if you don't let him get away with it one time, two times, three times, it's pretty much a wrap.
Yeah, that's
He
just
gonna
like, I'm sorry, go ahead.
go ahead, I'm done.
That's it's like you said, that's pretty much a wrap. That's just like you you in high school, you get your first job, your
Yes.
fast food restaurant job. You graduate high school, you still working that fast food restaurant job. 2, 3 years later, you still working that fast food restaurant job. But everybody that you graduated with, like in 4 years, they gone on doing whatever they're doing. They didn't settle for the fast food job. They wanted more out of
Mm,
life than the fast food job.
mm-hmm.
Why are you gonna get mad at me because I have a 4 year degree working as an engineer somewhere? I didn't tell you to stay at the fast food job after high school. You made a choice.
Right.
So if you're dating this man or living with this man, married to this man, and this man is treating you the way he's treating you, and you
Mm-hmm.
like he's treating you with love
You're
and
right.
the kind of love that you want, ladies.
Right.
This statement I'm about to make is just going to whoever is watching us. Why are you settling? Why are you staying with him? It have to make sense. And then you're complaining to everybody who will listen, like misery loves company. And if everybody is advising you and telling you what they think you should do, if you're going to them talking to them about how he's treating
Mm-hmm.
you, why are you still with him? It just something just not adding up. Why are you still there? Why you're not growing? If you've been
Right.
since 21 and now you're 25, nothing has changed. You haven't gotten any further. Excuse me. At 25 from
Mm-hmm.
21, why are you still in
Well, Lisa, I got one for you. Well, we got kids together, Lisa. I just don't want to raise my kids without their father. I just don't want another man to raise my kids, Lisa.
honey? You don't need, excuse me, you don't need a man for that.
Well, I want them to be raised in the house with their dad, and I can put up with a little something. I want them to be raised in the house with their dad, and I can put up with a little something, Lisa.
So you're willing to put up, I know you're speaking in general as for all women. So women out here are putting up with things from a man, from the way he's treating her,
Mm-hmm.
not real love, abusing her, calling her out of her name, degrading her, disrespecting her, and you're telling me that's love?
No, I just want my kids to be raised by their father, and I think I should be able to make some sort of sacrifice to make that happen.
So the way that these men are treating these women, they should stay with these men because they have kids with them,
It
irregardless of
happens.
how he's treating them
It happens. So what
all
would you
day,
say
every
to
day,
them? What
all
would
day, every day is happening.
what would you say to them?
Get your ass on.
It happens. And this is just me painting the picture that it really, really happens. And I'm going to even say, take a little bit further, Lisa.
Okay.
I'm going to be John and you, Marie.
Okay.
We're in a relationship.
Okay.
I done came home from a long day's work.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my anger out on you because my boss done told me a new one. I'm going to call you everything but a child of God.
Okay.
And instead of just having a healthy conversation with you about it, I'm going to call you out your name, push my way through, go and get in the shower. And next thing you know, I done hopped in the car and I'm gone.
Okay.
I leave you in disarray. I'm going to do whatever. Whether it's a bar with another woman, I come back. You're mad. You're not talking. You done completely shut down, right? Y'all
Okay.
done slept through the night. Y'all done carried on like this for 2 days because you pissed off and he don't feel like he needs to apologize.
Okay.
Because honestly, he don't feel like he did anything wrong. But
Okay.
eventually, y'all have a conversation, and the conversation goes something like this: well, Lisa, I just need you to understand that I don't know what love is. I didn't have anyone to teach me that. My mom, she was all about her boyfriends, never showed me any attention or any love. And so I'm just sorry, baby. I just don't know what love is. I mean, can we start again? Show what does love look like? This can you help me learn how to love you?
Okay. Ooh, that's good. Now that's good. And I'm gonna tell
I
you why
love
it's
you,
good.
baby. I just need you to teach me.
Uh-huh. That's why it's good. Because if seriously, because if he's man enough to come back to me and open up to me 2, 3 days later, whatever, and say, I'm sorry. I had a bad day a couple days ago. I took it out on you, but I didn't mean it, help me with that. Help me to fix that because I didn't grow up with nobody teaching me how to deal with my own frustrations to a sense, whereas I don't disrespect anyone, the one that I'm supposed to love.
Uh-huh.
I love you, but I might not be loving you the way you deserve to be loved. So could you show
Mm-hmm.
me or tell me, teach me how to love you, but I'm sorry for what I did the other day.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a choice but to. As long as he didn't put his hands on me, now he probably was cursing, calling me out of my name, slammed doors, left, went to the bar, like you said, met up with Mary Jane, excuse me. Um, Probably even went home with her, or didn't, or just talked to her at the bar and came on back home to me and the kids.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But when everything calmed down after we had a little space, he
Mm-hmm.
came back to me as a man. It takes a strong man to come to a woman,
Yes.
ask a woman to forgive him and teach me how to love you.
Yes. Ain't that powerful?
I don't have a choice but to try. It's
Okay.
a movie. And I always go back to a movie. It's a movie. Tyler Perry. Why did
Uh-huh.
I get married to? Not why did I get married one? I mean, I like that one too, but why did I
Uh-huh.
get married to number two?
Uh-huh.
Uh what was her name? I can't think of her name. Angie, the loudmouth one, the one that did all the time. My
Yeah.
yes, the one that was doing all that.
Angela, yeah.
She said, I don't know which one of them girls said it was a Jill Scott, Janet Jackson, or somebody, but one of them said something to it. She said, do you know how long it took me to mold this man and shape this man to be the way that I want him to be? And then she
Mm.
said, let me get a couple more drinks and y'all, and I bet some secrets will come out. They was
Ah.
saying that getting their massages in the movie.
Yes,
So
yes.
when you know, a woman know how she want her man to be with her. A woman know how she want her man to be with her. I know how I want mine to be with me.
Right.
I was
Right.
just telling my friend today, I want a man that don't mind traveling a little bit. Don't always send me off and let me go by myself.
Yeah.
Don't never not go with me. And you supposed to be my man. If you supposed to be my man or my husband, why am I traveling by myself all the time?
Right. Right.
If
Right.
that's the case, you go and I can just do this by myself. And I ain't got to check in while I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
I understand he may not want to go every time I want to go, but if you're supposed to be my man, why
Mm-hmm.
you can't go to church with me sometimes? Why we
Yeah.
can't why we can't pray together at home sometimes? You know, why if you're supposed to be mine? And see, that's the type of man I want. So it starts from the door. I'm gonna
It
let you
does.
know from the door what I'm expecting from him.
Right.
And he don't have to do a whole lot of like nothing. He don't have to prove nothing to me. I just need him to be the type of man to me that I need him to be for me. But I'm not shaping and molding this man to be like this with the women out there, just to me.
Right. Right. Just for
But
you.
sometimes you get them busters and dress them up and fix them up and mess around and show them a mirror, and them son of a suckers go out there and be with everything else and have left you at home. You'll be
Okay, two can
Cinderella.
play
They'll be
that.
out there with the stepsisters. What the hell they do that at?
Right. Okay. Two
Because
can play that.
Lisa catch a charge. No.
Brown fix
So
putting
you know
braces on the
when
teeth.
you know how it is when you get them, don't nobody want them. You get them and dress them up and show them
Teach
a
them how to
different
act.
life, and got them cutting their hair a different way, making them look younger. They look old and tired. You
Yes.
showing them how to get their hairs out their ears, nose, and they
Brushing
ain't
the
eating their
teeth.
mustache no more. And
Yes.
you take them get pedicures and manicures. So you showing them how to be a
Right.
good looking man.
Right.
Take them to the
Right.
dentist and get all them cousins fixed, get some replaced and all that, and then all of a sudden, this son of a gun walk by a mirror and think he look good, cause I did that. And then you
Mm-hmm.
think you gonna just leave and go out there and be with her, and maybe him.
That was it, maybe. You done clean them up, fix them up for somebody else. Okay. And so I
Ugh.
kind of went down that road, that little story, because Lisa, I have learned from my own experience. I think it starts at home, with the male or female growing up at home, what you see and what you learn at home. And I always say, beware of a man who does not have a relationship with his mother, who
Yeah.
disrespects his mother. Run, run, because if he doesn't know how to respect his own mom, do you think he's going to respect you?
No, ma'am. And Miss Burke got a question: is love taught or is it natural?
Oh, Miss Burks.
I'm
Oh,
gonna I'm gonna say both.
I'm going to say both too.
I'm gonna say both.
Yes, because I think we're born. I'm going to touch on the little spiritual side. We're nothing but love. When
Go
God
ahead, baby.
created us,
Go
we were
ahead. Go
just
ahead, baby.
created out of love. Period.
Go ahead, baby.
And I think, as babes, from the mom cuddling their babes, showering them with kisses, telling them that they love them and just letting them know how much they mean to them. It starts from so they're grown up in love, and then at a particular point in time, depends on what experience they may have had in life, getting into bad relationships, or friends that's misused or abused them. They kind of get jaded. They know how to love, but their experience with love has turned them sour. Now
Right.
that's from the natural. I think we're all are born into love, but can it be taught? I think it can be relearned. Instead of saying taught, I'm gonna, based on what I just shared. We're all born to love, and if you're nurtured and stuff when you're brought up as a child, then I think it can be retaught, relearned. But you got to have a willing partner that's willing to do that with you. That's my take. Go ahead, Lisa.
Um, I'm reading a comment from Facebook. Hey, Carolyn,
And I can't see you over here. Did we lose you?
you can't see me?
I can hear you fine.
I'm right here. I see you.
I see just a blank screen on your end.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
What?
I think we may need to.
I'm getting phone calls and I keep ignoring them because I'm live. But
I think they may have knocked you off. Yeah, Miss Burst was saying we don't see you, Lisa.
oh my
You
God,
want me to exit you out and then send it back?
you can't see me. You can't see me.
No,
You
no,
can
I
just
can.
hit. Okay,
Right.
yeah, go ahead. Just knock me out. Yeah.
All right. I'll do that and resend it. All righty. So you guys just give me just a minute. We're gonna get Lisa back in here. We're just really getting going on the conversation. All right, so as we're waiting for her to rejoin, so yeah, if that makes sense, Miss Burks, what I just explained, give me a little feedback and tell me what you think about what I just shared. And Mr. Marcus, we're gonna get to you once Lisa gets back in here. There you go. There you go. Nice,
I,
nice,
I,
nice.
I had two phone calls come in and I
They
ignored them,
knocked you
but
out.
I hope everything is all right. But I'm live and I just couldn't answer.
Yeah, we see you fine now.
Okay, Carolyn, can you hear me on Facebook now? Because Carolyn said she couldn't hear me. Because Carolyn wrote something on Facebook that I need to.
You want to read
Uh,
it?
uh-huh.
Okay.
She said, hey Carolyn Souls, my girlfriend from Delville Christian Fellowship Worship Center. She said, I just told mine that why am I always the one praying? I done caught one before, honey. And she went on to say my whole story, honey. So I'm thinking she's talking about when I was talking about shaping the man the way you want him to be. You put all those years in, and then
Yeah.
once you get him to wherever, you know, fix them up, dress them up, or whatever, and then they have the audacity to go out and be with somebody else. And she did come back and say, she said, I mean, I caught a charge. Carolyn, Carolyn.
No,
Now
Carolyn. Now,
I know yours. So I hope it wasn't him.
look, Lisa, tell her to stand down. Stand down.
Carolyn Deborah said, stand down. Lord have mercy. But I'm thinking that's exactly what she's saying because she said she caught a charge.
Oh wow.
Because I said I would catch one.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, when you whatever love you accept from somebody, and
Yeah.
this goes for males as well. This is not just from a female's point of view. This goes
Right.
for men too. Men, if you accept a woman talking to you any kind of way, disrespecting you, making you feel like a little boy, and you know you're a full grown man, and if that's her idea or her way of showing her love and affection, and if you accept that, that's what you accept. But if you don't
Mhm.
like what she's doing, you let her know and you keep it moving.
And keep it moving. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Miss Berg said it makes sense for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to get clarification on, what I explained about, natural love versus, can it be taught? Now, you didn't get your perspective, Lisa, on that. What's your perspective?
I did, yes, I did.
You
You couldn't
did?
see me. You couldn't see me. I said I
Oh,
think it's both. Miss Burke asked the question, and I
yeah.
said I think it's both. I think it can be taught, and I think it's a lot of it comes natural because things comes natural to us. It goes back to like the way we was raised or what we
Yeah.
grew up around, saw, whatever. But the reason why I say both is because as far as being taught, because as kids growing up from a babe to growing up, if you see your parents like always hugging and kissing and
Yeah.
like they getting along, um to me that's being taught because that's showing me that type of affection from
Right.
the both sex. But like the natural part of it, once you grow up and get older, get married and meet your own, you're going to start feeling certain feelings for that person, especially if you're talking about getting married, get engaged, or you have a baby. You're
Hmm.
gonna that right that type gonna come natural because you're gonna be with your partner and you're gonna be figuring some things out from each other. And so
Right.
I feel like it's both. I feel like it can be taught and it's natural.
Well, Lisa, for someone like me, what would you tell someone like me who did not grow up in the home with their dad and on many occasions, I mean, don't even have a relationship today because of the rejection, various forms of rejection. What would you tell someone like me what
If you
love looks like in a
if
man?
in a man,
Yeah, if you have not grown up in a household with your dad.
see, and I didn't grow up with mines either. But now this may be the twist to that question. My
Okay.
mother showed me how love's supposed to be and how love's supposed to feel. And
Okay.
my great grandma. See, I got it from women.
Okay.
I didn't grow up with the man in my house showing me anything about love. I've never had a father figure. Never, ever. I'm 52. I'll be 53 August 4th. I've never had a father figure. Now, when I got married, he came to my mama's house, walked me out, and I got married. But that was it. My biological donor and I, we never had a relationship. And see, I call him donor. He's my biological donor. I've never, in my latter years, probably from 21 to when he passed, he was my donor.
Okay.
I called him daddy when I talked to him, but like if I'm talking to someone else, he's just a donor. I never respected him enough to say my
Right.
dad because he never done anything for me. The only thing he did for me in a way, a form of showing love, and I'm gonna say this live right here on the ladies podcast. He donated my mama some sperm and they made me.
And that is period. And
That's
so,
all the love I feel like I got from the man. And my cousin and family on that side say I look like him.
okay, I think you look like Miss Hands, baby.
I think I
Now,
like my mom
uh,
too, but you know, eh,
hands down.
but
But I asked that question.
so if someone grew up in a home without a father figure and he's not deceased, because you're saying that he's not deceased, right?
No, he's not deceased. He's just,
But you don't have a relationship with him.
I've tried several times. We've
Shame on
tried
him.
several times.
Shame on him.
And yeah, we've
Shame
tried
on him.
several times. And it was, and every time he failed to show up as a real father.
I'm saying shame on him. Because look at you. You're blessed. You're beautiful.
Thank
You
you.
you have a husband that treats you just like his little girl. And you're glowing. And look what you have become without him. You spoke several times of you lost your mom at a young age.
Yep.
Did dad come in and step up to the plate before I say what I'm about to say?
Ran away.
Okay. So therefore, you lost both parents.
Yep.
So look at you now. Are you
It's
living to have
journey.
no are you because you said you've tried several times, made several
Yes.
attempts, but it was a
Yes.
no-show. As long as you don't have any guilt,
No.
as long as you're not beating and eating yourself up with feeling sorry for yourself, it's his loss. And I'll tell him to his face, it's your loss. Because look at your baby now. That's your baby. Look at her now.
Right. Right.
Beautiful. And what you lacked on doing for her and being there for her as a father, God damn it, she got it in a husband.
Here, here. I accept that. I
Yes,
accept
ma'am.
that.
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I,
And I'll say it to him in his face just as bold as I just said it. Because you know, you're not dead, you're not sick. How dare you? And I'm trying to reach out to you.
right. Right.
And
Right.
and
Right.
and 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 it's like you don't care.
Yep. It's just,
So, girl, look at you now. Look at
yep.
you now,
It's
girl.
been a journey. It's absolutely been a journey. And
As
and
long as you don't feel guilty,
nope.
as long as it's not weighing down on you and causing problems in your home, as long as you have talked to your children and let them know, what's going on, and you have tried and reached out, baby, let it go. Because look at you now. You don't owe him anything.
Nothing.
You don't
Nothing.
have to do anything for your biological donor if you choose not to.
Right.
And if
I'm at
any
peace with it.
and if anybody say anything to you, all you have to do is say it with a smile. He has never been in my life.
And I'm at peace with it.
That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Cause people got a way of trying to make you feel guilty. Well, that's your daddy. You need to do this. No, 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 no. Was you telling him? Well, that's your daughter. You need to do this. Was you doing that then? No. Don't
Right.
come to me. Don't come telling me nothing about my biological donor because I tried and
Yep.
tried and
Yep.
tried, and I
Yep.
know he loves me, but he loves me from a distance, and I'm cool with that.
And I at peace with it, Lisa.
Yes, ma'am.
Completely at peace with it. And I brought it up because I think, women who have had similar same experience, not having the father in their house, growing up with their father, or being rejected or misused by their father. I think when they get in relationships, and we're talking about love and being able to identify what real love looks like and feels like, I think we know. It's just that when we get in a relationship, we try to fill that void of dad not being there and not knowing when to let go, when to bow out, and saying that I'm not going to get the love that I know I deserve from this person. But it just takes those type women, and it's a mindset thing, to really know when to throw in the towel
Mm-hmm.
and that they're not going to get the love that they deserve. So if we want to take a pause right now, we do have some comments, and we're going to take a minute to say, if you're just now joining the Cop Podcast, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The Ladies Podcast, we're here every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, we're asking the question. We're trying to answer the question, are you settling? Unmasking the truth behind you deserve the love you accept. And right now, me and Lisa are saying hands down, yeah, you do. You deserve the love that you allow to come into your life, good, bad, or indifference. And so, we're gonna jump in here. Solo said
I
a real.
see. Yeah, I see what Solo wrote. Solo wrote a real man. A real man's. I'm just assuming he said is not going to
Yeah,
accept that from the jump. It all depends on what it is, because I feel like there's nothing like an understanding from the door. But Solo, if you can be a little more specific on that, I'm all ears.
yeah. I
Uh,
think Solo was talking about when you were saying this is not just for the men, for the women, it's for the men too. If you allow a woman to come in and just talk to you crazy and handle you any kind of way,
mhm.
Solo saying
They're not
a
going to
real.
accept that from jump. Okay.
Right.
Um, um, Cherokee says you look beautiful, Deborah. She loves your hair. Oh.
Oh, thank you.
Jim Slim Four says blame your mama. I don't know what he's talking about, but what
Blame your mama for lack of love. I know it's
I,
love being
I'm not I don't even know. But let's jump into question number 2, baby. This
Oh,
is a
hey
good. This
Courtney, didn't mean to skip over you. Hey Courtney, welcome,
I'm
welcome, welcome.
sorry. Hi, Courtney.
All right, go ahead, Lisa. You want to jump into number 2?
Question number 2. Can you share a time when accepting or not accepting love impacted your sense of self worth? Yeah, we already pretty much talked about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. You just did, about your dad.
Yeah.
Basically you just did. And I always have a story to tell, but I'm gonna skip over me today. I just got back from a cruise. You meet a lot of different people on the cruises. I seen a couple arguing on this cruise. I saw one almost got into a fist fight altercation. Some friends had to get between them.
Oh wow.
Um, I don't know whether they married or not, but they was together. Okay. Um, and I, well, I really can't do it without putting me in it. Yes. Can I share a time where accepting or not accepting love impacted my sense of worth? Yes, I did. I was dating this guy. I'm not going to go into full details, but I was dating this guy. And like they always say, never mix business with pleasure. But I
Mhm.
was trying to get something out of it, my music. And so I was in a position, like in a great position to go all the way above, however far you can go in music.
Okay.
I wasn't willing to sell my soul to the devil, but the guy that I was dating had so much power and impact in the music community. And he was taking me so fast and putting me in all the right places and everywhere that I needed to be,
Oh wow.
um, to get to where I was trying to go with my music. Because during that time I was like, I just want a Grammy, I want to be on TV, I want my music on soundtracks. It was all about I want this and I want that, and everything he was putting everything before me to get it. And I started receiving certain things, and then he put me in front of R. Kelly. And I was a girl from Crawford, Mississippi, in front of the Pop Piper, now working for him, working with him, recording, doing all these things. And I wasn't in love with the guy, but I was in love with what he was doing. And I let
Mm-hmm.
Lisa go because I was trying to get that thing. I
Right.
wanted my music to go abroad and be all over the world, you know. And during that time, back in 2015, 16, 17, I was hungry for it, and I
Yeah.
was I was doing a lot of things trying to climb the ladder to, to get to these certain places in life with my music. And this guy was in a position. to do it. So I took the verbal abuse. I
Oh,
knew he was cheating when I found out, and I didn't leave right off. So
yep.
yes, to question number two, can you share a time when accepting or not accepting love impact on your sense of self-worth? That's yes, I did.
Absolutely.
Yes, I
Absolutely.
did. And but I stayed there because I really wanted to get that album finished. And we never did get it finished. And I stayed in it knowing he was cheating on me, knowing he was doing it, because I had went above and beyond to get the proper proof. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and we knew something was gonna eventually happen to Rob because it was all in the media and it was just coming, 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 coming. So we knew eventually something was gonna happen, go down. But my mom, what happened, what saved me besides the grace of God, y'all hearing this from me. My mom ended up with cancer when I came back home in 2017, that August 2017. And I left Paretta, Italy, Maspaloma, Spain, and I came home, and that's what broke us up. It was already there.
Mm.
I already knew it was gonna happen. But that's when we went our separate ways because I had to take care of my mama. But I was selling Lisa short because I was chasing something. And I was
Mm-hmm.
right there and I wanted it. And I was
Mm-hmm.
willing to do just about anything that I could do within my power except sell my soul to the devil. But I was right there.
You were right there.
I wasn't far. I was right there. If they had offered me one thing and shielded me of my worth, of me being a woman, I probably would have folded because I was right there. All
Oh
I had to do
wow.
was just do whatever they asked me to do. And you know how Hollywood is. I don't know how far I can go, but y'all see TV just like I do. Y'all on social media just like me. They put all these things in front of you. They show it to you. They
Mm-hmm.
it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
and one thing I wanted was for my music to be in stores. And
Oh
they knew
wow.
that. And they knew that. And I was almost about to willing to sell my self-worth for that.
That is deep, Lisa.
Mhm.
That's deep. That's deep.
Because I kept saying, I can't believe this has happened to me. I'm a little black girl from Crawford, Mississippi. This
Wow.
don't
Yeah,
happen
I
to
feel
people
that.
like me. Oh my God, I'm a little country girl. I can't believe I'm in here singing for R. Kelly. I can't believe I'm on tour with R. Kelly. I can't believe I'm on R. Kelly's stage. And there are videos out there. You
Wow.
can see me. I'm there. And then I got all this proof on tour buses and all this stuff that it's coming to me. Oh my God, I'm here. But this man is making it happen for me. This man that I'm dealing with. But I don't love this man, but I'm in love with what he's doing because he's helping me with my career. And I my
Right.
self-worth.
Oh wow.
I was
That is
slowly but surely selling my soul to the devil.
that is deep.
If they had told me, you're gonna win a Grammy, but you got to do this, this, and this. 9 times out of 10, at that time, during that time, I probably would have done it.
Wow. That's
Just
real.
to get that Grammy.
That is real.
Mhm.
That is real. And those actions on your behalf was for the love of music, not the
Mhm.
love of the man.
No. And but we talked about that earlier, on
Yeah.
question number one.
Yeah.
What does the phrase "you deserve the love you accept"? And so
Mm-hmm.
I accept the love from him that he could help me with my music.
Right.
He took me fast. He put me in front of, you just wouldn't believe the
Made
people.
all the moves. He
You
knew
just
what to do.
you wouldn't believe.
He knew what to
Put
do.
me in the studio with one of the greatest producers that I only see on TV.
Wow. That's deep, Lisa.
And
That's deep, Lisa.
and the music that they was getting out of me. They took my voice places I never thought it could go. They
Oh
trained me
wow.
and they had me. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. My mother coming down with cancer saved my life.
Save you. Save you. That's a
Mhm,
beautiful story, Lisa. And you know what? To add to that, um, and just to share for the not just the women, the men as well. When you're talking about the love that you accept, be very careful.
mhm,
Be very careful of a forgiving spirit where you want to forgive that person, that man or that woman over and over again because you love them so much and you just know you just want them to just act right, just do right by you, love you the way that you want to be loved. For be careful on the number of times that you do that forgiveness, because eventually you're going to build a resentment. And now, like your friend said over on Facebook, she almost caught a charge, although she was just joking. But that can be real.
I don't know what's Kayla joking or not, because she said hunty. She said hunty twice.
Okay, be careful, because you don't want that to change your character. Whenever you get so deep into that, forgiving and forgiving and forgiving and coming up empty, it can change your character. When it does, there's no telling what you can do.
But
It's
you know,
real.
but you know,
You ever seen Snap?
yes, I was
Yeah.
hooked on it in Washington. My TV. If you move the channel, I'm like, who changed my channel? But
It's real.
it's very real. That was the one time in my life I felt going to chemotherapy with my mom, and you think a lot, reflect, because you
Mm-hmm.
don't have anything to do for 3 or 4 hours while she's doing treatments, but sit there and think or go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So those 2 years of going through all of that with her, I thought about how much danger I was in, but I didn't see the danger when I was
Didn't
there.
see it.
I didn't. And I had been watching the news, hearing stuff just like everybody else, going to meetings with the whole R. Kelly camp, just like everybody else. I knew everything just like everybody else, but I came in late on the game. I came in in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
But his lifeline was already there, and stuff that was going on. All this stuff, these charges and all this stuff was already there when I came in. And when I was with this guy, Kevin, um, I went to Memphis to a meet and greet one night at the cigar bar, downtown Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And he had been telling me Rob was going to be there because Rob was doing a meet and greet before he did his show the next night at the Landis Center. And I thought it was too good to be true. So I took my girlfriend with me because I wasn't going up there by myself. I
Mm-hmm.
took my girlfriend with me. Long story short, and when we walked in, I'm gonna tell you how nonchalant I was about it. I had on a blouse, some cut up jeans, and cowboy boots. And when I walked in, he said, "Are you ready?" I said, "Ready for what?" He said, "Are you ready to sing?" I said, "I'm not singing." He said, "Rob is here, and I told him that you're gonna sing." I said, "But you didn't tell me I was gonna sing. You just said I was gonna meet him." Because I never believed that R. Kelly was gonna be there.
Right, right.
So I'm looking at my friend that I'm with, and I'm like, "Girl, this is some bull crap." And he said, "The band is gonna play." I ended up singing 2 songs. I did Tina Turner something, Rock Me Baby, Rock Me All Night Long, I think. And the band was BB King band, and they played the song. Had never practiced with them. They played the song. After we did the song, I got an encore, standing ovation. So the band started playing "Better Right Tonight Is Tonight," and I started singing a little bit of that. And then when I got finished, and I'm walking around selling my soul at that point, I didn't even know it. Didn't even,
Wow.
and walked around, and Marcus said, you read what Marcus just wrote. It was real cold that night, and I'm walking around the room, and when I get to this person, I'm walking over. Danny was there, uh, Marcus, KG, R. Kelly, my girlfriend at the time, my best friend at the time, and I was going around a circle, and when I got right here to this guy, and when I saw him and reached out to shake his hand, he yanked me to him. And at that point, I still didn't know it was R. Kelly, because I
No?
didn't think that they was gonna accept me like that. And
Right.
they was like, "Oh, you can sing. You need to be doing shows." Da, da, da. So when he let me go and I stood up and I saw him, I lost it. I lost it. I said, "You are Kelly." I lost it. I was at that moment. I was a fan.
You
I
was a
lost
fan.
it. And he was holding my hand. He said, "Baby girl, let me tell you something. From now on, when you're singing, when you sing, he said, don't, when you got them right here, from now on, when you got them right here, don't you ever let them go. If they want more, give it to them. And
Oh
that
wow.
stuck with me to this day. So the next night, I went to the Landon Center and I was on stage with R. Kelly.
You better
I
what?
was on stage. And my line, Marcus, I was on stage the very next night. And then the next, that was that January. That March, I was at Jazz in the Garden on stage, and the video was out there for proof. My
Oh, it
girlfriend and I.
moved fast. That moved fast for you.
Moving
But
fast.
but you
Fly
know what
me
though,
here,
Lisa?
fly me there.
You
And
have
then
been
the
working
next
on
thing,
your.
huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then the next thing I know, I'm in the studio. Then the
You
next
know,
thing I
but
know, I'm on the tour bus.
you have been working on your career for so long though. You but once they say once you get there, it takes off. And that's what it's
I was selling myself for my music. I was question number 2. Y'all know I can't see. Can you share a time when you accepting or not accepting love impact your sense of self-worth? And that was my time. That's my story.
wow. That's
That's
a
my
beautiful
story.
story.
That's my story.
That's a beautiful story,
But I
Lisa.
have no regrets because being there with them and being around that, I learned so much.
You learned a lot.
You grow up so fast in that industry.
Oh
And I
wow.
was a full grown woman when I got there, but baby, when I left, I was a grandma of the industry.
Oh wow.
3 years, yes, ma'am.
That's a story. Thank you for sharing. We got some comments from you, sharing your story too. Hey Miss Erica, thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey,
Hi
Erica.
Rita.
Hey.
Miss Rita. Hello. Courtney said being in love with X what a person do for you can blind you. And X what a person do for you can blind you and cause you to lower your standards and
It did.
accept things you normally wouldn't.
She's right.
Courtney. You remember Courtney? He came on at your when we were at your house, and he came on. My cousin.
She's absolutely right.
No, he.
Oh, he.
You remember
Courtney.
you went Courtney?
Oh, Courtney. What's going on, Courtney? I ain't heard from you in a month of Sundays. Here we go, Courtney. So, okay, there it is. Oh, yeah. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead,
And
baby.
Miss Cherokee wanted to know, Lisa, did you do a video with Kevin a while back? Cherokee, you
No,
know Kevin?
no. When we broke up and when I was separate ways, honey, that was the last time I saw him. Good riddance. No. However, the music that I did with him, he still owns it. So you probably have either heard or seen some of the music that I've had. Yeah.
Okay. Rita said, but God knew what was best for you, and you still winning, sis. You
Thank
still
you,
winning.
Rita.
Miss Burke said, Lisa, you probably met my sister. She was one of his dancers on tour for years.
Probably. You know, it was so many.
And
I
she
probably
said, well, I don't know who this stifler is. He said he knows Kevin. So, okay, small world. Marcus said, Felisa boy, do I remember that? Marcus, why am I? This story is new to me, by the way. If I act surprised, I am, because this is new to me.
Well,
And I know you and Marcus did a lot of work together.
during that time, Marcus and I was doing a lot of, he was my photographer, so I was
Yeah.
and my videographer, so we was doing a lot of things together. And then Danny was there that night too, so at
Okay.
the cigar bar that night. So yeah.
Okay. Stifler, we're gonna pass that comment. Miss Burke said, OMG, I was there with my sister. She was there too. At the cigar bar? Was it the cigar bar lounge? The cigar lounge, Miss Burks? Oh, Mark said, true story, I'm a witness. He said, I believe everything. Marcus said, I believe everything happens for a reason. She is where she is now, but perhaps God didn't want her to take that next step back then because it wouldn't have led her to become the person she is today.
Thank you.
That
And
is
then, and
beautiful.
that night, Marcus was there that night when we left the cigar bar. And I'm gonna say this much and I'm gonna leave it alone. We left there and went to a club. It was you had to turn your phone in that night. You couldn't take your phone inside. So yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Marcus know the rest.
Oh.
The first night I met him.
Oh, okay. Oh, Cherokee Renee, which is my cousin Taisha, by the way. She
Hey,
thought you were
hey.
referring to my brother Kevin. Remember y'all did the video at the house, at our house in Memphis?
Yes.
Me and Marilyn was in it, the shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I remember them. Now I have forgot the Can't Nobody video when I was in the shower.
Yes.
Yeah, my friends tell me Lisa Salon, but I want to work it out.
Yep.
Girl, I need my man at home.
That's what he
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah. So
your
yeah.
brother is in my video. He went and got in the car and sped it off and went to the bar.
Yep. I remember
And
all of that.
he's sitting there with my real husband,
Yes, he was.
my
That
ex-husband.
was cute. That was cute. All
Yeah,
right, Liz, you wanna tag? You wanna take a stab at another question? Number three,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Let me put my specs on. Yeah. Like I
Um.
said, I always have a story. Sometimes I like to give other people chances, but I always have a story. That's probably why podcasting ended up being the best thing for me. Question number three: How can how can someone recognize when they are accepting love that doesn't truly serve them?
Yep.
I just did a whole paragraph, a whole segment, a whole episode on it. I just said it.
Yes, you did. When it changes your character,
Yeah,
changes who you are,
yeah.
it's time to step away.
Because
It's
if they
really
had
time to step away.
offered me something and showing me a Grammy, as long as I didn't have to be with another woman or a bunch of men. Now if they told me you're gonna have to sign this contract for 5 years, knowing I didn't want to do it, I probably would have done it. So that would have been me selling my self worth for that.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have done anything to my body to degrade my body for it because I
Gotcha.
was already dating him. So that was
Right.
enough. That's the mixing business with the pleasure part. And the
Mm-hmm.
little joke after that, everybody was like, because people knew, and everybody was like, so did he ever try to mess with you? I said, no, I was too old.
Oh man.
He gave me an opportunity. He was my boss, but no, it was strictly business with us. And when I
Okay.
went to Good Morning America with him that year, like I said, they was putting me in all the right places quick.
That is so crazy. I mean, the
Yeah.
thing just seems so. Yeah, but that's a journey. That's a beautiful
Yeah.
journey here. Absolutely. But yeah, anything that
So
changes
question
your,
number three, we pretty much already answered it.
we didn't answer it.
So question number four, and it reads, what are some of the practical steps people can take to set healthier boundaries and endure they are accepting love they truly deserve? Well, what I did, my mom coming down with cancer, I left because my mama was always gonna be first in my life. So that's what I did. And then, like I said, I knew he was cheating on me because I had how to PI and everything, so I had accurate proof, and
Mm-hmm.
I just let it go because you know um I wanted it bad, but not that bad. To now that I know that you're dealing with other women,
Right.
and
Right.
with that process, y'all, let me tell y'all something. I ran to the doctor for a whole year. I went to the doctor for a whole year because a nigga was scared. Oh, I don't think I can say that, but a girl was scared.
For
And the
real.
most stuff. And I turned out just fine. So, like somebody said in the comment, Lisa, it was a blessing in disguise. Thank you. It really was.
Well, Lisa, do you believe once a cheater, always a cheater?
Wow!
I'm asking that question because when the woman or the man, when they've been cheated on, they constantly forgive them for the same, infidelities, indiscretions. Are you aware of someone in your life that someone cheated on them one time, they learned their lesson, they didn't do it anymore?
Now, I'm a one man's woman. Like, I don't have multiple men when I'm dealing with a man. But now, you know, when I got a divorce, like I said, they don't make men like they used to. So I was like dibbling and dabbling, not on the sexual side, but I was going out to dinner and movies and stuff and on the phone. I was trying to get to
Mm-hmm.
know somebody because I wanted my own man. I had been with a man all my life and I just didn't want to be by myself. Um, I don't know if that's a form of cheating or not, but I didn't commit to any of those people. Like the one that I did commit to, he cheated on me and we ended up breaking up. And then after then, Big Daddy, some years later, then Big Daddy came along. And I don't believe in cheating, me myself. If I'm committed to him,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm in love with him, and if he's doing everything I need him to do, he's all the man that I need for real. I don't need 2 and 3 of him. Cause I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna start. I'm gonna forget some stuff. I'm gonna start lying. I'm gonna get caught up. I'm gonna leave some stuff out. And then, as much as I talk hell, I'm gonna tell on myself. Cause um, you know, I almost got in trouble when I was married.
How?
I almost told on myself. What I told on myself, and he caught it. I think I fixed it, but we've been divorced 9 years, and he had brought it up once or twice. So I don't think he really bought it, but because he had to come and get me. I think that's what saved me.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. But so
I
do you
really did have a flat.
Oh wow.
I really did have a blowout though.
So you believe once a cheater, always a cheater. If they cheat one time, they're gonna cheat again.
Now I didn't say it because my mama always say everybody cheat. My mama say ain't nobody in love and everybody cheat.
Wrong, Miss Hattie.
That's her that's her sermon. Ain't nobody in love. What love got to do with it? Everybody cheat. Ain't nobody paying. I said, I beg to differ.
No, 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 no.
Everybody don't cheat, and somebody is in love because I'm in love and I don't cheat.
Okay.
But what she said to me, she said, if the opportunity arises, you will cheat. And I said, explain yourself. What do you mean I will cheat? Because everybody know if I at least don't cheat. I talk a lot. I may be flirtatious with another guy, but I don't cheat. I, if I got one that's doing everything, if he's I don't think everybody cheat. I don't think once you cheat, you will cheat again. I'm gonna say, like the question Miss Burke asked, do you think love is taught or is it natural? I'm gonna stay in the middle with that one. I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't think they'll do it again if they really don't want to. Because it's a mind over matter thing. You gotta want to cheat again. No matter how fine she is, no matter what she got going on. If he don't want to be with that woman, he's not gonna do it. Or no matter how fine he is, what kind of car he drives, what kind of money she think he may make, she's not gonna cheat with him when she knows what she got at home. I would. I wouldn't.
I think.
Uh-oh.
I think once you open up Pandora's box,
Let me drink some water.
I think once you step out there and you go head on, now you may struggle with committing the act initially, but once you get past that struggle and you commit the act, I think you have opened up Pandora's box.
But
and you will do it again. And I say that to say this, Lisa. I'm painting a scenario. If your person, significant other, your spouse or whatever, find out that you did cheat, and if they give you a hard time to get back into their good graces. I mean, they may move out, stay with mom and dad and whoever, and stay gone for about 6 to 9 months, and you just groveling, and you just then when she finally let you be back in, you may learn your lesson then and not do it again. But if she forgives you within 2-3 weeks or a month, oh, they're gonna do it again. You ain't suffered enough. You ain't learned your lesson.
You
You're gonna do
think
it again.
so?
Absolutely. Taught behavior. Oh, yeah, they gonna test the waters again.
But what? Okay, let me add a little salt to it. So what if? Okay, your form of is your form of cheating sexual?
Yeah, I'm speaking sexual.
Okay.
Yes, sexual.
So let's just say if they've been texting and leading up to that, but they haven't been together, but they're talking a lot about it in the texting. Is that a form of cheating?
You can look, like you said, it's leading to you leading to it.
I did
Everybody
say
finna
tell me put a little salt on it.
Look, everybody wastes all that time transcribing just because I want to text you some love letters, some love notes. No.
Oh Lord, we got so many comments. Deborah, let's get so many comments. I don't think we're gonna make it to question number 5. We already over 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Let's catch some of these comments, baby.
Okay.
Woo.
Cherokee Renee said, I thought so, left not out. Yes, the shower scene. She was talking about when you did the video with my brother. Cherokee
Uh-huh.
Renee said, you must love yourself first. Put yourself first. No one comes before you. You can't be to someone where you're not to yourself. Amen to that. As
Yes.
James Brown said, do right by you. He said, if I didn't do anything else, I did right by me. Absolutely. Marcus said, if y'all haven't watched that movie, his is the James Brown Get On Up.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chad played the miss out there. Whoa, do you
Yes.
hear me?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Marcus said, I believe people cheat when they're not satisfied with their relationship at home. What you mean not satisfied? What's not being fulfilled? If they aren't fulfilled, they may seek what they feel is missing elsewhere. And Erica said, I agree. What you mean ain't being fulfilled? She ain't cooking right. She ain't cooking with your favorite meal. She ain't watching movies with you. Ain't spending enough time. Ain't cleaning your ears out, plucking your nose hairs. What you mean, Mr. Marcus? What you mean?
I ain't saying nothing, Deborah. I ain't saying nothing. Did you read what Cherokee Renee wrote? She said, you must love yourself first, put yourself
Yeah,
first, no one else come before you. Okay.
I
Honey,
absolutely subscribe to that.
I'm not saying anything. Let me see. We may have time. I know it's after 7. We may have time to jump into question number 5. This is the last one.
Okay.
Um, uh, Read it, Deborah.
How do societal or cultural expectations influence the kind of love we accept? And how can we break free from these pressures?
Okay, yeah, we pretty much yeah, I pretty much answered that when I was talking about the R. Kelly thing.
Yeah.
And like you
Yeah.
said too, when you was talking about your dad, because when you know you have done all that you can do, and
Yep.
you know you're not gonna beg these people to be in your life or to be right,
No.
love you like
Nope.
you deserve to be loved.
Nope.
So
Absolutely.
this was a great show, great episode. I am so excited to be back and to be back on the ladies podcast. Thank you so much, Deborah. Uh-oh, what came through? Oh shucks, let me go down. What came through? Uh One thing my wife don't have to worry about is me cheating because her chocolate chip cookies is real good. I'm gonna close out the show with that into that. Thank y'all so much for chiming in to the Lady Podcast with my girl Deborah. Deborah, enjoy your vacation. Hey, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Please subscribe, smash that subscribe button. Comment, share our channel, The Ladies Podcast. We'll see you guys back next Tuesday, 6 Central, 7 Eastern Time with your girl, Felicia Janae, on DM Fusion TV, the Ladies Podcast, Talk to Felicia. And on next Monday, my girl, Miss Valerie Gibbons, will be coming on. She will be talking about
Yeah.
women and everything dealing with abuse. Y'all check my girl out, Deborah Sunday, if she's not gone. I don't know, her chocolate chip cookies might be wet, might
Wrap
be
this up,
might be
Lisa.
soaking in some milk. I don't know.
Wrap
Thank y'all so much for chiming in. We love you. We love you. We love you. To everybody that chimed in tonight, thank you for the hour power, a little over an hour. We apologize for the technical difficulties we had. And we love y'all, Ladies Podcast. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Chip cookies.